Hi guys, welcome back to High Yield Intraday Trading. I hope every one of you is doing good. So just a quick video to let you all know that I just followed the same things that we were discussing yesterday in my previous video, and all those things were being followed in today's trade of mine. Okay, and the profit that was made was really huge. It was around 1,72,000 rupees. So let me go ahead and explain how I took up the trades and what all things happened during the trade. Okay, so three trades were taken, and today I was quite in a mood to trade big. So I had around 6 lakhs rupees in my trading account. But again, needless to say, I was not in any mood to utilize the entire amount of 6 lakhs in any of the trades. Okay, so the max amount that was used in any of the trades was 2 lakhs and not more than that. Okay, so let me take you to the charts and explain it there so that you understand it more clearly over there. Okay, so let's get on to the charts. So Tata Steel, Century Tex, and Work Pharma, these three trades were taken up. I made a loss in Tata Steel and in Century Tex, and in Work Pharma it was a really big profit. Okay, so yeah, I have already shared. Let me do this. I already have my phone connected to my computer, so let me show you this. Okay, so this is my cell phone. Okay, and this is my broker, and this is the positions window where you can see all the three trades. Okay, let me refresh it. I'm pulling it down and it's getting refreshed. Let me do it again. Okay, and the profit that was made was 1,72,716.76 rupees. Okay, and also the same screenshot was posted on Telegram. So let me bring up Telegram and let me hide the left hand side pane because that contains the people's contact who contact me. So I don't want to expose them here. Okay, so this is the screenshot which is shared on Telegram. Okay, and this is the screenshot. Sorry, this is the app, my broker's app on which I trade. Okay, let me refresh it again. Okay, so yeah, so let's get back to the charts now. Okay, so let me start with Tata Steel. Okay, that was the first loss-making trade for me. So the market started, the Tata Steel script, that particular stock started gap down. It opened gap down and it started sliding. Okay, so the volume and volatility for Tata Steel was really huge. So it was quite clear that it will go down further. Okay, so what I did was I was waiting for a small retracement to happen. So I waited for this green candle, and the moment this green candle closed and the next red candle started, I shorted Tata Steel. Okay, so my price was somewhere around 469 rupees. 469 was the price where I shorted Tata Steel. Okay, and in that candle itself, that is the 930 candle itself, the low that was made was 466.20. Okay, it was my bad. I would have actually what I would have actually come out of the trade. I would have actually booked my profits. Okay, but I thought that it will go down further. Okay, it did go down further. If you can see here, it did go down further, but I was expecting this downfall somewhere here. Okay, which did not happen. Okay, so but anyways, so this candle was passed by. I did not book my profits, and next I got a couple of green candles. Okay, and then a couple of red candles. So I was still in the trade. Now, while being in this trade, I was hunting for some other script in which I can make an entry. Okay, so at 9:50 I saw Century Tex. This is the 9:50 candle. Okay, and everything was absolutely perfect in Century Text. Okay, the day's high was breached here, and I took a long entry here. I took the long entry somewhere around 641.50 or 641.40. It was a perfect entry. Okay, and then it started moving up. Okay, it was continuously going up, and this candle was also green. Later it fell down, and it closed red, and this big wick was formed. Now, what does this big wick means? I believe everybody knows it, right? This wick means that the sellers are not ready to take up a higher price, and that is the reason why they are pushing the price of the stock towards the lower direction. This week means that, okay, and also it means that there are chances that Century Tex will start falling from here. Okay, so just by seeing this wick, I did not decide to come out of the trade. Okay, I decided to stay back in the trade and let me see what happens in the next couple of candles. Okay, so the next two candles, okay, gave me a green signal that I can stay back in the trade. Okay, and then after these two green candles, the red candles started and it kept falling. Okay, here it came to a point wherein I was in a loss because my entry was somewhere around 641.40 and the price has already reached 639.70 or 639.50, whatever it is. So this is the point where I was not able to decide whether I should come out of the trade or not. Okay, so at the same time, my Tata Steel trade was also going on, and by seeing this fall, 10:15, right? Yeah. So by seeing the this candle, 10:15 candle, I was quite in a bad mood. I would not say bad mood, but I wanted to concentrate more on Century Tex because it was a 600 rupees script, and the movement in this script will be more faster than that of Tata Steel. Okay, so what I did was I came out of the position from Tata Steel. Okay, I wrapped up my position in a loss in Tata Steel, okay, which I should not have done because all the technicals were matching, okay, all the technicals were telling that it will go down, but I was not able to concentrate on both the things. Okay, so I decided to come to book a loss in Tata Steel. So I booked a loss at somewhere around 471 or 471.05. Okay, I booked the loss in Tata Steel, and now I was in just one trade, and that was Century Tex, and Century Tex was in a loss by that time. Okay, so I'm explaining this complete scenario depending on the three super strength strategy that you are seeing here. Okay, the technicals that I was using in the live market were completely different. Let me give that as a disclaimer. Okay, so I'm explaining the scenario on a three super strength strategy basis, which also works very fine in a trending market. Okay, so I waited for the 1025 candle to close. Okay, it closed and the one of the super trends came in red. In the next candle, the second super trend line became red. And in the third red candle, the third super trend line also started coming in red. Okay, so that was the time when I already booked a 10 rupees loss. Okay, now for a 640 rupees script, the maximum risk I normally take is 5 to 6 rupees, not more than that. In very in some scenarios, I will go up for 7 rupees risk. Okay, but here I had already waited for a 10 rupees loss. Okay, so that was a high time for me to realize that, boss, I should go ahead and book out a loss here. So I came out of the trade at somewhere around 631. Okay, so 641 approximately was my entry, and 631 was approximately my exit. Okay, so I was in a 10 rupees loss, which if you convert into rupees, that was a huge loss actually. Okay, but many of the guys on Telegram, they asked me that why did you take this risk? Now understand this stuff very clearly, guys, that I took the risk because the 6 lakh rupees, okay, the 6 lakh rupees that I was having in my trading account, those are the profits that I have made in my previous trade. Okay, I have not put in any money from my pocket. Okay, so I was in a position to take a 1 lakh rupees loss out of that 6 lakh rupees that I have earned as profits. That is the reason why I stayed back in this trade for so long. Okay, so that is how you trade, right? You have to take risks, and if you have really made some good money as your profits, then you can take a bit higher risks. Okay, and that is the exact same thing that I did here. Okay, so at this candle, at the 10:35 candle, I was quite sure that was this guy is not gonna go up any further. This guy will start falling from here, and the same thing happened. Okay, and thank God that I decided to come out of the trade with that amount of loss. Okay, so CenturyTech's trade was over, it was in a loss. At the same time, Tata Steel trade was also over, and that was in a loss. Okay, these two yellow lines that you see here, the call, that was the call that was given in my premium channel. Okay, so the call was given at somewhere around 468.50, and we covered up that position at 465.25 or 30, somewhere like that. Okay, a nice close to 1% move we caught here. Okay, but this was not which I traded. Okay, my trade was a loss making trade for Tata Steel, but the call that was given in the premium channel was a profit making call. Okay, so yeah, so this is the explanation for the loss which I made in Tata Steel and Century Tex. Okay, so I hope you got the lesson here. Okay, so the lesson is, if you are seeing that a script is going down, it means that it is going down and it is time for you to come out of the trade rather than waiting. That is the that is the lesson you learn in Century Tex. And in Tata Steel, the lesson you learn is, if the technicals are in place, there is no need for you to come out of the trade. Stay back in the trade. If you stay back in the trade till the time the technicals are supporting the move, then you will be in profits. Okay, which I did not do this time. Okay, so this was these were the trades for Tata Steel and Century Tex. Okay, so I was in a loss. I was in a huge loss. Okay, so what was the thing that I should be doing at that moment of time? Do I get tensed, or do I revenge trade? No, we don't do that. Okay, as an experienced trader, I cannot even think of taking a revenge trade, or I cannot just hurry burry and take up a trade to make up the losses. Okay, if I do that, I will lose more money. Okay, so what I did was, what was the time when the loss was made? When the latest loss was made, the time was 10:35. Okay, so from 10:35, I patiently waited till 1:50 in the afternoon. Okay, I was hunting for a perfect script to trade on. Okay, which will take me out of my losses and which might end me up in a profit. Okay, when you are in a loss, the first aim that you do is to reduce your losses. Then the next aim is to cost, and then you can think of being in profits. Okay, so from 10:35 was the time, right? Yeah, so from 10:35 in the morning till 1:50 in the afternoon, I was hunting for a perfect stock to trade on. And that opportunity was given to me by Work Pharma. Okay, Work Pharma was doing splendidly well. Okay, since the morning. Since the morning, it has been moving up. But does that mean that since it has moved so well, it will not move up further? The answer is no, right? It can move up. The only thing which we need to wait is for the technicals to meet. Once the technicals are met, you go long, irrespective of the fact as to how much percentage it has already moved up or whatever it is. If the technicals are matching, you just take a long position, as simple as that. And that is the very same thing that I did here. Okay, at 1:50 p.m., the super trend changed the line. Okay, and the super trend line was changed at 13:45, right? So you never take a trade at the 13:45 candle. You always take the trade after this candle is closed, because only after this candle closes you will know that yes, super trend has actually changed the trend from downtrend to uptrend. Okay, so the same thing was done by me. Okay, so 13:45 candle closed, and I took the entry at the starting of the 13:50 candle. So my entry was somewhere around 321 or 321.50. Let's round it up to 321. Okay, and I caught around 12 to 13 points over here. Okay, so 321 was my entry, and my exit was around 333.50 or 333.40, whatever it is. You can round it up to 333. Okay, uh, 12 rupees up move in a 300 rupees script. I mean, what else can I ask for? This particular trade of mine saved me from my losses, and at the same time, it gave me a huge profit as well. If I would have stayed back in this trade for long, I would have made more 5 to 6 lakhs, I believe. Yeah, yeah, I would have made more 5 to 6 lakhs. But again, as a trader, my main concern was to come out of the losses and to make some profit. Okay, and the profit which this particular stock gave me was much, much more than what I had expected. Okay, so no regrets of me coming out at this point. I don't care till what time the move was given further. I don't care till what point it moved up further. My job was well done for today. Okay, so this was the explanation for all the three trades, guys. So, yeah, this is what I wanted to share with you guys. And please be mindful that you can take risks on the money that is in your profit portfolio. Okay, the money that you have earned as profits from the stock market. Okay, you never ever take risk on the money that comes from your primary source of income. Okay, what I mean is, if you are a working guy, okay, if you do a job, okay, then your primary source of income is your salary, right? So you should never take risk on that money, on your salary, because if you make a loss, then it will be considered as an overall loss. But if you take a risk on the money that you have made from the stock market, which we call as profit money, then you are doing just the right thing. Okay, but make sure that the risk that you are taking, it should have a very strong base. Okay, a very strong logical reasoning behind it. Okay, it should not be the case that you simply take up a risk and lose money. That doesn't make sense. Okay, so that's it from my end, guys. And as always, would request you all to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And also, please do not miss the ending of this video, as you will get to know some more details about HYIT that might be helpful to you. And please feel free to ask your questions or queries, if any, in the comments section, and I will surely answer them back. And also, please do not forget to like this video if you liked it. And about my cold, I am still having a severe cold, so my voice might be sounding different. I am under medication, and I hope I will be getting well very soon. Okay, so that's all from my end, and I will see you all later. Hope you all will stick back. Happy trading. Bye bye.